This is a Sarah Boone letter that was hand-delivered to the judge, and she also learned in court that she will be wearing stun cuffs during the trial. But let's take a look at this letter. It is actually to Captain DiGiovanni, which is going to be the captain, I'm assuming, in charge of where she is currently being held. Thank you for your timely cooperation and assistance in me receiving my laptop yesterday, 8/6/24, and 2 Discovery USB drives supplied by my investigator. I am attempting to fully maximize my opportunities available from OCCD to thrive in my forced position as court-appointed pro se defendant and the success of my case. I want to excel in my present circumstances by attempting my best and have been since day one of my incarceration, ongoing 5 years ago. As you can imagine, I do not want to be here any longer, ever, with the hopeful, effortless cooperation and attentive care from yourself and OCCD. I believe I can achieve more efficiently, effectively, equally, so I'm able to plan my very overdue exit in the very near future. Sorry, Sarah. I have been instructed to contact you directly for the listed questions and concerns to hopefully remedy or provide further insight to for completion of, so there is a universal understanding to enable me to produce greater, faster results and work product in my case and defense. Again, I have a problem reading her writing. It's also late for me. For some reason, these letters seem to be noticed by me late at night. Thank you in advance and profusely. All right, so let's see what she wants to talk about. Laptop times extend from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. to 10 p.m. So, hold up. So she is wanting laptop times from 8 hours to 8.5 hours? Right? So she's just wanting it shifted to later in the day. She just doesn't want to wake up in the morning. Oh my God, she doesn't want to wake up in the morning, right? Let me know in the comments if I'm reading that wrong. She doesn't want to wake up in the morning. I am willing and need to vigorously work on my defense as often as possible. I do not think I should be restricted to daytime use only. After 4 p.m., I do not have access to the laptop with equals 0 work product in progress. The building of my defense is halted for 16 hours until the next morning. But she's only wanting to add 30 minutes, right? Am I wrong? She's only wanting to add 30 minutes, but just shift it to be in the afternoon. Because she's probably not getting out of bed until like 1, right? Maybe I'm misunderstanding. That's how I read that. Request. Extend time to use by 2.5 hours in the evening. But this doesn't make sense. What do you mean? Extend 2.5 hours in the evening. Because it ends at 4. 2.5 hours is to 6:30. 6:30 isn't even listed in the time she suggested. And the time she suggested only adds 30 minutes. I don't know what she's doing. This is weird. USB drive security. As stated in court to the judge, I do not feel comfortable in handing over the entire contents of my case to the miscellaneous officer of the dorm for the day. All of my information is highly confidential, and I am trying to avoid further leaks on top of the already recorded jail phone calls, visitation, names, and details of my inmate interaction, meals consumed, etc. So are there leaks about like what she eats? Because the only leaks I've seen claimed was is the phone calls, and I think that was someone recording it on their end. So I don't know where she gets this like everything's leaking. Maybe I'm missing it. Maybe because I do watch other Sarah Boone content, right? So maybe I'm missing it. And someone's like, yeah, she ate mashed potatoes today, but it's just weird. She keeps saying stuff like that. I would wish they'd bring it up and like respond in court to this, but they haven't as far as I've seen. A concerning example today. I returned the laptop and USB drives together yesterday. I received back the laptop, which is not charged at all for instant use, and the USB drives separated with the protocol security paperwork received I need, and then both bags resealed. Another example, I went to pick up everything in the morning, and the officer removed both USB drives from the bag before giving to me. So the protocol security paperwork was removed. So she's saying that someone, like, she doesn't like the fact that they're touching her USBs. But as far as, maybe I'm wrong, but as far as I'm aware, I don't think there was a restriction that the officers of the jail couldn't touch her stuff, right? Like, I understand there's like a chain of custody thing, but this is like her discovery, so I don't think that's really an issue for that, right? I don't think this is actually a problem. I think this is just in her head, giving her a reason to complain. Who is in control of the laptop? My 2 USB drives when I return at the end of each day. Where do they go? How are they secured? Why are the contents being removed open? Well, there's a decent chance that they might be doing some sort of a routine check, right? Like inmates having access to electronics. You don't want them doing certain things. As said, I do not feel secure in this process if there is one, and it is vital to me that OCCD handles with priority, safety, security, and care when asking any officer anything pertaining to the laptop and the drives. They do not know and become agitated with me trying to ask and figure anything out. Yeah, I can see why they would be mad, right? Like, if you're just giving her the drives and she's like complaining that you opened a bag in front of her, maybe this is a problem, right? Maybe I don't understand, but I think she's just being difficult to be difficult to try to get special treatment. That's my take on it so far. Allow me to keep only the 2 USB drives in my bunk after returning the laptop. Keep my secure locked drawer every day. Hopeful evening? Oh, so she's hoping she has access to the laptop in the evening. So the thing is, like, no. As soon as these are in her bunk, right? I guarantee she's going to claim they go missing. I can feel it, right? I can feel it in my bones. Classroom. This room is unoccupied for the majority of each day and available close, undisruptive solution for me to achieve privacy for reviewing and listening to my confidential case documents. The classroom is also in direct, continuous, effortless view of the officers at all times. Request permit me access to utilize a table in the classroom to view, listen to my discovery on the laptop when not occupied, and is in direct view of the officers. So, I don't know. Like, that doesn't seem like the worst thing, but does she need it? Or is she just, again, asking for special treatment, right? Again, she's so worried about, like, confidentiality, right? And I'm going to be honest, I don't think it really matters as much as she seems to think. Like, the confidentiality within the jail, like, I'm sure they know what she's in for at this point. There's no way she's not talked about it, you know? I guess it's an ongoing case, but, like, does it affect anything? I don't think so. Earphones, headphones. As said, my discovery contains a large amount of audio to be listened to. If you will not permit me access to the classroom, I will need listening abilities with earphones or headphones over the ever-increasing noise level of my dorm. There's also a rule when dorm is on lockdown and quiet so no one is able to hear. Provide any kind of earphones or headphones. Okay, I can see that one. That one I can see, right? I can get that one. It can be hard to hear. Like, if you can't understand what's being said, then you can't, listen to it. I understand that one. There's probably like some sort of special prison headphones. I think I've seen those before online. Internet with limited access and restrictions. I'm preparing myself for this one. I need to research heavily my defense, all of it. Locate witnesses, any experts, the clerk's websites, correspond with the judge, my defense team, anyone affiliated or maybe with my care, forward I don't know what that says. Hold on, my eyes. Ooh, I told you it's late for me. Forward motions, other important documents, everything I need to educate myself on about being pro se, etc. Sorry, seriously, it is like so late that like my contact lenses aren't helping and my vision's blurry. Please, but I can't look away from Sarah Boone. I never know what crazy she's gonna do. Please understand, I cannot complete any of the aforementioned mentioned without internet. Basic laptop provided is only for viewing my USB drives. There's no other access. Grant me access to the internet with appropriate parental controls and limited access with restrictions. So, like, But the issue is, the type of content she would have to view. Is there a way they can easily put on restrictions? I don't think she's smart enough to bypass any restrictions, right? But do they have any protocol to give her access to the internet where that's not going to be an issue? And then if she's wanting longer access to these laptops that normal inmates won't have access to, are they possibly going to try to bribe her or get mad because of the special treatment? I know why she wants internet access. It makes sense. I just don't know if she should have it. Word program. To type any motions, make notes, lists, memos. Oh, that said memes. I'm sorry, I thought that said memes, and I'm like, is she making memes in prison? Maybe it is memes. Anything I need to document and record for future reference of sharing with potential team members. I need to be able to open, create a document, save work product information, attach text or PDF file to email if granted, print needed document to discovery pages for mailing, sharing, presenting, or distributing. Request format access to Word program to use fully, properly, and progressively. I agree she should have this purely for the reason that I'll have to stop trying to read her goddamn cursive. Especially when I'm tired, it'd be so much easier if she just give her Word, judge, jail, just give her Word. But she wouldn't have anywhere to print it out. I guess she could, if she has internet, she could email it and submit it. I don't know. Put it on a USB and give it to someone else to do for. I don't know. As you are aware, my dorm, telephone access. My dorm contains payphones. Okay, only and are limited to 50 minutes per call. Which ones are collect? I need to be able to communicate on a regular, normal phone to make any and all necessary calls for my case to use, and that I have no other way I can contact anyone that is not collect, which incredibly diminishes most, if not all, my opportunities to properly prepare. Request. Permit me access to a regular phone to communicate reasonably with the parties in my case and any futuristically to be affiliated with. I don't think they're going to give her a phone. Just be real. Discovery hard copies. As I am presently, I can keep these in the permitted property bag discreetly located at my bunk. But isn't it 2 whole banker's boxes? Like, isn't it a significant size? And she wants to keep it in a bag at her bunk? I don't think that's a thing. I will purge the documents I have now and keep only my discovery hard copies. The remaining I can send to the security department and will purge anything already being stored for early convenience and extra space. Also in laptop. Oh, I just lost it. Also, the laptop hours are closed and able to pick up uninterrupted with the hard copies at any time. Any comparative review with the digital can be achieved. Okay. So she's wanting. I'm gonna be honest. What it sounds like to me is what I was feeling for a while. She wants to get up at like noon, use the laptop till late, and then she wants to go and be up like all night. I'm assuming she's like a night owl. Permit my hard copies discovered to be received, kept unnoticed at my bunk for readily available viewing. Captain DiGiovanni, everyone understanding an invaluable time is greatly appreciated in the assistance in aiding me to utilize my capabilities and opportunities here at OCCD. I am diligently working on what I can with what I have, laptop, 2 USB drives, and I am severely hindered in real progress without my request, especially needing to access the internet and a normal functioning telephone. Becoming pro se defendant was not my choice. I am already trying to overcome extreme circumstances. Sorry, my eyes are blurring again. Just in my life of incarceration, now in addition, being forced by the court to represent and defend myself in my criminal case, extreme has progressed to extraordinary. Please understand, my attempts are always in good faith. No, they're not, Sarah Boone. No, they're not. You are not doing these things in good faith. Where I have simply trying to complete these tasks needed to surpass my difficulties and achieve overdue success. And finally, I cannot do it without you and the assistance of the Orange County Corrections Department. I thank you, everyone, for your patience and await your response for needed collaboration and conclusion of my requests. I mean, it will be cancellation. They're not going to do most of these. And criminal, in criminal case. I have noticed the judge also with a copy of this letter. Yes, it was hand delivered. It's hand delivered. If you haven't been watching her case, like, people do upload, so you can watch it. He is aware I'm in the process of trying to receive these must-haves, and I need further guidance and answers from you first. From there, I can create any motions that may be necessary for access. So expect for incompletion. So expect more letters like this, right? And they're probably gonna get meaner. We've seen how our letters work. This is important, Captain, and time sensitive. As my proposed trial date is October 7, 2024. As of this letter, I have only 59 days for the completion of my defense prior. Please understand the importance of your timely attention and response. As I said, I cannot do this without you and the help of OCCD. I am beyond grateful. Please notify me as soon as possible. Please, about any motions I need to file for my request to be granted. Sincerely, Sarah Boone. I also spoke to Sergeant Casey at the courtroom requesting your time, please, at your earliest opportunity to convey the importance of my request to hopefully be completed. And it says hand delivered. So. Sorry about how rough this is. Again, it's late for me. Eyes blurring. Hard for me to read. Can't look away, though. I think she might get, like, some sort of a program to save things, maybe. I don't know how she'd print, though. You know, without being able to print is kind of useless in a lot of ways, I would think. She can't have access to email and internet. I don't think they're going to give that to her. I don't think they're going to let her shift her personal laptop hours, especially since it doesn't make sense. She wants 2.5 more hours, but she also wants it all shifted to the afternoon and only 30 minutes longer. It's weird. Now this letter is, I don't remember which day it was given in court. It could have been the 9th or the 8th. It was written on the 7th. As you can see here, yesterday it says 8/6. And up at the top, I believe it says the 7th as well. So this is the update letter. This is where we're at with Sarah Boone. And we see where it goes, because it sounds like she's going to have more letters.